Up and down the fingers, yes. And into the palm. And the pads of the pinky. And good morning, Richard, the thumb. And down to the wrist. And across the knuckles. And we'll take the ball into one hand and squeeze. And then the other. And back to the first. One more time on the other. And we'll go around the back. Switch. 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 And then you get the waist going through the legs. Switch. Switch. And switch. Okay, ball on the ground. Assess the ankles, knees, hips, and step on the ball. Pressing down 3 times. Up to the knuckles. Roll across the knuckles. Bring the ball to the center of the foot and wiggle the toes. Press the toes into the ball. Raise them up and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release, reassess, and repeat on the other foot, pressing down 3 times. Knuckles, once on each. Roll across. Middle of the foot and wiggle. And press the toes in. Raise and separate. Press again. Wiggle again. And scribble. Three, 2, 1, release. Get the ball out of the way. Reassess. And let's do some good mornings. And then shake the tree. Three, 2, and center, twisting at the waist, swinging the arms. And center with some ocean wave breathing. Fingers and thumb at the base of the spine. Step out together in starlight. And center, same thing other way. And center. Let's take some steps forward. And then we'll go elbow towards the opposite knee. And then we're going to slap the opposite heel in the front. And then behind. And then we're going to take a cross step with a twist and a punch. And then a walk or a march or a jog. Monday, so it's Zach Bush's big four with or without something in your hand. Anyway, lots of squats. I think I'm gonna sprint today. Feel free to do what you're doing or something else. That's as long as it's safe. We get some rolling in the after class. And I'm gonna go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. And 20. 30. And 2 breaths. Interlacing the fingers. Bringing the hands up overhead. And bend back if you can. Come back to center, bend in one direction. And then to the other side. Back to center, lower the hands to the chest and push out. Come on down, interlace the fingers behind the back. And reach up, squeezing the shoulder blades. Go up a little higher if you can. And go down and shrug. Roll the shoulder blades backwards in the shoulders. And then forwards. Extend the arms and rotate. And go the other way. Stay there to T and squeeze the shoulder blades together and hold. And release. And squeeze. And release. And squeeze one more time. And then bring one arm across the body. Press in at or above the elbow. And then the other. And first arm behind the back, pressing down and in. And then the other. Grab both elbows, rock side to side. Come on down and rotate the neck. Go the other way. Nod. And go ear to shoulder. Come back to center, tuck in the chin, look to one side, drop the chin to the collarbone. And then look up. And back to center, still tucked, look the other way, drop the chin. And look up. Center, tuck the chin and pack like a pigeon. And then we're gonna do a side lunge. And go the other way. And then let's grab a stick and do the GymStick routine. Starting with some dynamic swimmers in one direction. And then in the other. Go overhead and go back and forth. And then bring the stick down to the waist and twist at the waist. And then bring the stick down to just above the knees. Hinge at the waist as you bring your hands around front between your knees and pull up. And then bring the stick around front. Hold on at or near the top, step back. Hinge at the waist and stretch the shoulders. Come on up, bring the stick across the body with one hand. The other hand comes up underneath the arm and grabs the shoulder. Hinge at the waist. Tug gently on that shoulder. Come on up. Bring the stick across the body on the other side. And repeat. Come on up. Stick is against the outside of one foot. Pressing away with the top hand and pulling in with the bottom hand, hinging at the waist. Same thing on the other side. And then bring the stick in front of one foot. Bring your toes about 6 inches away. Drop the stick to the collarbone. Slide down the stick. Stretch the hamstrings. You can increase the stretch by lifting the sole off the floor and wiggling on your heel. Back and forth. Come on up. Repeat on the other leg or with the other leg. And come on up. Rest the sole of the first foot against the stick to stretch the calves. And then the other way. And then we're gonna bring one leg forward, bend at the knee, bottom, the back leg, you're on your toes. Come on down and stretch the hip flexors. And then switch position of the legs. Come on up, grab one leg by the shin, ankle, or toes, and stretch the quads. Repeat with the other leg. And then the first leg in front, press the knee towards the back, hinge at the waist. And repeat with the other leg. And come on up. Bring the stick in front, holding with two hands, one hand, or a finger or two. And let's come up on our toes for the count of 15. And then back on our heels. And come on down, put the stick wherever. And if you're gonna hold something, doing Jack Bush's 4, grab it. If not, body weight is perfectly good. We're going to do 4 exercises as usual, starting with the squat, lift around the clock, either outside or through the middle, and a press. We'll do 10 of each, picking up speed each time, and as always, moving the squat around to the second and then the third position. But let's start with it in the first position right now. 1, 2. And 10. Nice breath. And some raises. Rest. Around the clock. Breath. And some presses. And then take a few restorative breaths. We're going to start with the lifts and do the squats in the second position. Ready? Here we go. around the clock, I'm gonna go through the middle. You don't have to. Whatever works for you. And the press. All right. Few more breaths. Last round. Tad quicker again. Squats in the third position. Ready, let's do it. Last one. And 10, all right. Whew. Okay. So, breathing this week. This one's a little bit more complicated than usual, but stick with me. By a day or two, we'll get it down. I've been doing this breath course with a guy named Ed Harrold on using breath work in various athletic pursuits. And he calls this one power breathing. And it's a sequence that goes from the power breathing into regular breathing, and some of which we've already done. But the power breathing is really 5 rapid breaths where you're going in through your nose, expanding your belly. And on the last one, you exhale kind of slowly. And then we do what we have done before. It's basically a box breath where you inhale for the count of 5, hold for the count of 5, exhale for the count of 5, and hold for the count of 5. And then we're just going to take 5 regular deep inhales in through the nose and out through the nose. So power breath around the box breathing for 5, 5, 5, and 5, and then 5 regular breaths. And it's a great way to get energized before you do something like a long walk or a game of basketball or whatever. I do it before my runs now. So I'm going to start with those 5 rapid breaths. Here we go. And now just a nice deep inhale. And the ocean sound as you exhale. Like you're fogging a piece of glass. Inhale. One more. And then rub those hands together and over chivo. And center. Your best. And we're opening our hearts. Pausing on that inhale. Sending it out on that exhale. And center with two breaths. And then bring down, chief from above. And gather from below. And
Thank you, Tom.
okay, Mira, good to see you. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, take care. And Richard, gonna do some rolling.
Hey, Tom, okay,
How are you?
I'm okay, how are you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good. Do you have two tennis balls? Because I was gonna do the spinal thing. Good. All right, we'll go on the floor with the two balls. I've got mine in a sock, but you don't need to have them in sock. And so I'm gonna start by placing them right below the shoulder blades on either side of the spine. I put the roller behind your head. And we're going to cross our arms, turn to the right, our left elbow is in the air, and we're going to make 4 circles with the left elbow in the air. And also on the right side. And then you go over to the left side and the right elbow's in the air, and you do 4 more circuits. And then move the balls up to the middle of the shoulder blades on either side of the spine. And again, turn to the right, left elbow in the air, and do 4 circuits. And then go to the left side. And do 4 more. And then move the ball up to right above the shoulder blades. I would probably move the roller away from the head for this one. And same thing, right side, left elbow up, 4 circles. And left side and right elbow up. All right, and then we'll get the balls out. We're gonna do the neck, but let's start with the back. Continue with the back a little by putting the roller in the middle of the rib cage and rolling from the middle of the rib cage to the bottom, just to complete that back loosening up, middle to lower, back and forth. And then from middle to top, right above the shoulder blades, and back to the middle again. All right, and then we're gonna put the roller right at the hairline and turn around on our side completely and nod 8 times. Then open up chest and hips, looking at the crack between the wall and the ceiling, and do another 8. And then we're going to go on to the other side. Totally on the side. The roller is above the neck, on the skull, right below the ear, 8 nods. And then open up. And 8 more. And then we're going on our back. Roller up the hairline. And we'll do 8 figure 8s, starting in one direction for 4, and in the other direction for the other 4. And when you're done with that, do 8 nods. And that's it.